Hey,
Yeah.
we're back.
Wow, fuck, it changed everybody's colors.
Oh well. Okay. Can everyone hear us? Right.
Well, if they're on YouTube, they had to close out.
Saved. Touchdown.
Let's see. Let me double check it real quick.
Is Twitch back? Audioed. We're also on Facebook if anyone's still on that. Did anybody download Threads? I did it just to piss off Elon Musk, because fuck that guy. I will never get back on Threads probably unless it becomes a thing. But I did get an account to fuck with Elon.
Why is it spicy?
Fuck Tesla. Dude, he fucking fooled us, dude. We literally thought he was some like boy genius, liberal, like fucking crazy motherfucker genius. Come to find out this whole time he's a fucking colonizer, bro. He's literally like using his fucking people to be and then claiming their fucking projects as his own. Like he's a fucking fraud. Like, and don't get me started on all his fucking don't even get me started on his fucking beliefs about fucking populating the fucking labor force back. That's such a fucking colonizer. Like, you're a fucking colonizer, like literally and figuratively.
Okay, it was too far down. That's
yeah, literally and figuratively. So, anyways, so fuck him. Download Threads just to make his Twitter look fucking pitiful. So that was really hard for me because I like to think broadly, and to narrow down my goals into specific goals was hard for me. That was actually a lot of thinking on my part.
Alright, moving into the second hour of tonight's stream.
And this is just one chapter.
Yeah.
I want to read right here when we get to there. I promise I'll read.
You promise not to long story short it?
I promise.
Okay. Because I don't want to be here till 11 o'clock.
No.
Because we still got
I got this.
all this to go through.
I got this.
Okay. Okay. Tracking changes and top problem areas. Just as it is important to record the changes in your emotional experiences, it's important to keep track of changes in your problem areas. By keeping track of the steps you are taking to make the changes in your problem areas, you'll have a better, more objective understanding of your treatment gains. You will also have a better idea of what you will need to continue to work on to reach your goals. At several points throughout these skills, I'm going to ask you to reflect on the progress you've made on the goals you identified.
Ooh, commitment. Alright. Motivation. How in the hell are we going to commit to this, y'all? Alright. Now that you've identified your top problem areas and your goals to address them, let's think about what you'll need to make a successful change. First and foremost, the more you engage with these skills, the more progress you will make. Second, the more motivated and committed you are to changing, the more likely you are to stay engaged in this program and the procedures. It is important to keep in mind that motivation is not fixed. Okay? It changes over time. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is a completely different subject, but just because I was asked about it again recently, the makeup / drinking stream.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking through the terms of service and what's it called? Community standards, whatever. So I'm trying to figure out a way to finagle around it because Twitch has gotten really strict about drinking on stream. So I'm trying to work around it because we're not going to be able to show the actual liquor bottle on stream. So That's just an update on that. So, I mean, like I said, I haven't forgotten about it since you brought it up. We're going to do it. Just working on how we're going to do it without showing the liquor bottle. I mean, I guess I could just do pours under the desk, but
Yeah.
as the night goes on, I'm less inclined to trust my judgment on pouring and not onto the floor.
Mm-hmm. So basically, everything I just said, you were thinking about something else.
No, I was listening, but at the same time, that popped in my head.
Okay, but so do I need to go back because this is supposed to be something we're working on as a couple.
Well, that's why I was just holding my hand up so that when you were done with that, with your paragraph, I could.
Well, what did I just say?
I
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Caught him. Got him. Okay. It's important to keep in mind that motivation is not fixed. It changes over time. Some days your motivation will be high and you'll feel ready to face the practice exercises laid out in this, these forms in this book. However, other days it might be more difficult to get yourself to complete your tasks. All right? That's just like obvious, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, if you can't focus, you need to read it yourself because I've already gone through this 15 years
I'm
ago.
agreeing with.
Okay, cool. All right.
But at the same time, I wanted to answer Stone's question,
Oh, go ahead.
which we'll get to that after she's done with this. I'll answer that after this.
All right. External factors like increased stress at work or school, or feeling particularly tired or being sick or having more to do than usual can all reduce your motivation for engaging in these skills, in this skills training, okay? Additionally, we'll be asking you to approach your emotions instead of trying to push them away. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Which we've talked about that a lot of what emotions are trying to tell you and repression, and we've gone through a lot of stuff on that over the last few weeks. Additionally, we ask you to approach your emotions to push them away. This may actually make you feel your emotions more strongly at first before you start to feel better. And that is the case. Trust me. At some point, you might even feel like it's not worth the time and effort to make some of these difficult changes. You might be like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Like Stone already quit like an hour ago.
Yeah. I noticed that Stone was giving up before
He
he
was like,
started.
this is too stressful, fuck this. Okay, Nathan, this is the Unified Protocol for Trans-Diagnostic Treatment of Emotional Disorders. All this
So
is...
it's basically, if you've got borderline, anxiety, depression, PTSD, OCD, any type of like emotional, mental health disorder. This is to help you better confront negative emotions and get past them.
Yeah, basically like how to calm the fuck down.
So basically like,
Through practice.
you feel uncomfortable in group situations.
Mm-hmm.
That's all triggered by an emotion or an event in your life, and basically what this book and the skills in it are to teach you is how, with time, with these skills,
You can
to overcome it.
Mm-hmm. And it's all research based. And it's like the problem is it's commitment, which is what we're talking about right now. I mean, like, if you do this shit, it will work. The problem is like a diet or whatever. If we go into it with overarching goals, like I want to stop being a shut-in, or I want to stop being agoraphobic, that's like really huge. How about I want to step foot outside? We start really small.
I want to water my lawn.
Right. Or something like that. Or I want to leave the bedroom.
I want to be able to go check the mail.
Yeah. And I mean, that's not funny. That's literally like...
No, it's not funny because I have issues with that.
Right, exactly. So,
Because, like, I swear to God, and I'm sorry to interrupt it, but, like, every time I go to the mailbox, I have a fucking irrational fear that fucking telephone pole that's right there beside it is going to fall over on me.
That's crazy, babe. I'm sorry. Because I get it.
Or especially with them having all them wires wrapped around it right now, I'm fucking terrified that one of those is live.
Yeah. That's reasonable. Okay. So so this is completely normal to just be like, fuck it, this is too hard. But recognizing that many factors can affect your motivation and allowing yourself to occasionally have doubts is important, part of the process. Remember, it's all part of the change process. Fuck you, Nathan. During times of lower motivation, it can be helpful to revisit the reasons why you set out to make these changes in the first place. That's good. So what you do is when it starts to become hard or like not worth it to you, remember, go back to like your notes and be like, oh, I remember what I was feeling at the time. I remember why I set out to do this. I remember it because I wrote it down on 7/17/23.
Right. But I just wanted to say something real quick. The funny thing is, and they said that if you ever look at that pole, it actually is leaning just a little bit.
Sadly. Well, it's the South, so. If low motivation is a consistent problem for you, as is often the case for people with depression, facts, it can be helpful to brainstorm ways of getting yourself to start working on this, even though you may not feel up to it. This might include talking to a doctor, therapist, or a friend or family member about your goals so that they can help you keep accountable. Did I not just say that an hour ago? That we're going to keep each other accountable.
Yes.
Our community. I'm going to keep him accountable. We're going to have accountability buddies. I make jokes, but this is really terminology they use for behavioral skills management like this.
Yeah.
Like beating addiction, having an accountability or a sponsor. That's your accountability.
I wouldn't tell you these things if it actually wasn't a thing.
Right. This is actually a thing. This might, blah, 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 blah. It could also include setting specific times where, regardless of whether you're motivated, you make a deal with yourself to work on your therapy skills. So, like, set a timer or alarm and say, okay, I'm gonna give it 10 minutes. Okay, that's all. It's all. You know, maybe your goal is to. Maybe one of your problems in your SMART goals, is work on your treatment plan goals for your skills-based management of your emotions. 10 minutes a day. Specific and measurable.
Right, and it's like I said, these are not things that you have to figure out right away. You know, you don't have to do it all in one sitting. You know, you can take the time to actually suss out what your problem areas are. And like I said, if you want to do multiple, you can do multiple forms.
That's what she said.
Okay.
All right, guys. So, often people make the mistake of waiting for the motivation to arrive before making changes. However, when you get the ball rolling, if you just get started, y'all, look, I forced myself to do this. Not forced, I wanted to. But the point is I got the ball rolling here. Now I have something tangible that's going to be laying over there side-eyeing me and shit, saying, bitch, you made a commitment. It's right here. You wrote some shit down. You see? You got to get the ball rolling, okay? And start moving towards your goals. Motivation often improves and makes it easier to keep going. So you're holding yourself like little bitty accountabilities. Like, I decided to write my shit down. It's not in my head, as Ernie says his are. Anyways, so here's a decisional balance exercise.
Oh, you're moving on to the next thing without even asking me.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was I going to ask you?
I would like to read it.
Oh. Well, this is a new skill. This is it. We're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so decisional balance exercise. Very often the reasons people have for thinking changes in their lives are fairly obvious. For example, I can't keep living this way.
How many times have we said that? We all be millionaires like Elon Musk.
Which leads them to conclude that they're 100% ready to move forward with all this and that, with all this and that and this program and that program, problem to goals as a motivator. That said, it is also necessary to identify potential barriers. For example, change can be quite difficult and time consuming.
Yes.
So that you can be proactive in overcoming them.
Look at decisional balance form.
We use the decisional balance form at the end of this chapter to explore all the pros and cons. So this is what we were talking about earlier, where this is form 4.2, which is where you come up with the pros and the cons.
Can you show me the layout of the form?
Yeah, I will show the form for everybody. So, basically, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be...
It's a pundit square.
Right, it's a square. So, there we go. There's the pros on the left, and then the cons.
Or benefits cost analysis
benefits,
if you're an economics person.
Costs and all that, right? That's if you, top one is for if you execute these changes, and then the pros and cons for staying the same. On the bottom.
Oh, that's hard. Okay, let's come up with some. So, what was the first one? Changing. Okay.
Which is,
Pros.
left side is the pros and the benefits of change. And then beside that, you'll do the cons and the costs of, the downside of changing.
Okay, so far for changing, my pros are better living in general and more tolerable to others. If I change, I'll be more tolerable to others. New experiences. Like I might find a new friend or a new hobby if I implement these changes that I've already gone through in the first part of this video, right? Okay, cons to changing. Time and effort. That sounds exhausting to me. To use my free time for this shit.
So the con, basically the con to sum it up would be exhausting.
To me, I mean, well, no, it's a time.
No, I'm saying just to sum it up for you so you're not like...
Yeah, time and effort it's going to take to do this, to change, seems like it's going to interrupt my life.
Right. I mean, I'll be honest
But my
with you.
life's not working.
And to be completely... And even though I said I'm staying completely, objective to this, that's the same con I have.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's everyone's con.
Yeah,
It's gonna
it
be con
is.
for everyone because it's going to be time, but it just not necessarily time consuming, but it's going to be emotionally exhausting.
Okay, so that's what I was going to put next would be feeling things. So another con would be like sometimes it doesn't feel good to feel, right? And since I have 3 pros, I need 3 cons, I guess, which would be.
Well, you don't have to. It's just what you feel like the cons would be. Change. I mean, even if you just have one, that's fine.
Okay, so here's what I'm writing. Fear of moving in different directions of people I care about. So the people that you're closest to in your life, i.e. your boyfriend, your best friend, your sister, whatever. Those are the 3 people in my life that I'm the closest to. Okay, Jordan, Ernie, and Melanie. All right. If I change, they are used to loving me here, which is wild. I don't know why they would do that. So if I get better and I change my behaviors, well, 1, they don't know how to react to me and it causes friction. Or 2, What if I don't want them as my closest people because I've moved further along than they have or something? Like, are we sick together? Are we codependent? I'm writing that down. That's like the worst fear, like worst for me. If I change, do I have to recognize that my relationships are codependent? Ooh, I just got real deep.
Right, but see, the thing is though also, I feel like this can also go into your con of staying the same.
Right. So, that's the thing. The shit I'm doing right now is not working always. Hi.
Hey, tunnel system.
So, if by changing I'm better, then my relationship should get better, right? Because we've already decided that what we're doing is not working. Now, staying the same.
Yeah. What's the pros and benefits of staying the same?
Keep repression. So if I stay the same, I keep going on like.
That sounds more like a con.
No, the pro is like you don't have to think about you suck.
I know, but staying the same.
Yeah, if I stay the same, the pro of it is I get to keep repressing and pretending like nothing's wrong with me.
Right, but that also seems like a con.
Well, yeah, I mean the goal is to change, but you got to yeah. This is where the teacher comes in. If you stay the same, what are the pros? What would be good about staying the same? Now, we've already admitted it's not working, and we have 2 or 3 SMART goals that we're supposed to be working on.
Honestly, I feel like when you're doing the pros and cons of staying the same, I feel like everything you write in the pro column is basically the same thing that's going to be in the con column.
Basically.
Which I think is the point of this exercise, is to show you that staying the same has no actual benefit.
So what I mean by it's a pro to keep repressing is because that's easier. That's my baseline right now, is to pretend like I'm good, but I'm not. So that is a pro of staying the same, is that I keep up the ruse, right? You see what I'm saying, baby? And then another pro of staying the same. Con of staying the same. That's hard. I'm trying to think of positive to staying the same as I am, and it's not. Con of staying the same. Loss of life experiences, which is basically what I put up here, new experiences. So a con of staying the same is I'm gonna miss out on life experiences. Now, something we haven't talked about are if your negative emotions manifest outwardly, you can really fuck up your job, right? Interpersonal relationships, right? Like, there are actual real-world consequences. This is not just flu talk. You know what I mean? If you remain the same, you can have real-life consequences. Like, getting your car repossessed because you just say, fuck it, I give up. Okay. Alright, so that was kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie.
The decisional balance form at the end of this chapter to explore all the pros and cons you can think of, both for changing or engaging with these skills, and for staying the same. A completed sample of the form is shown in Appendix B, page 167. So actually, let's take a look.
See what they said? Their example?
See if I was right. So, their pros for changing is, I'll be able to move toward my goals. I'll be happier. I'll be able to sleep better. I'll be able to get more things done. I'll improve my relationship with my spouse.
Which is kind of what I was getting to when I went dark just a second ago.
Cost.
Wait.
It's funny you said it. Cons and the cost.
Time consuming?
Time consuming. This therapist copay is expensive.
That's like, you have to go to your...
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that's a weird con to put down, but okay.
People can't afford copays,
I guess, no, I'm saying it's like, yeah, we're doing all right.
Finances are a barrier to getting mental health treatment, is the point.
I know, but I'm just saying though, like you were going like so deep with it, and then like it's like they're putting trivial shit.
Well, I'm just...
This will be hard. Thinking about facing my emotions makes me nervous.
Oh, I already wrote that.
If I fall, I'm really hopeless. Okay, and here's their pros for staying the same. It would be easier if I didn't have to deal with this.
Keep repressing because it's easier.
My life is predictable. At least I know what to expect.
Yup.
I don't know if facing my emotions will make things better in the long run. And finally, I'm functioning.
If that's what you call being extremely emotionally dysregulated, is functioning.
And their cons of staying the same are I'll continue to feel this way.
Ain't shit gonna change.
I might even feel worse.
Oh, good point. Make it worse.
I won't have the kind of social life I want.
Right.
And I won't move forward in my career.
What did I just say? I said serious consequences like lose your job. That's straight from the experts. I guess I'm an expert.
Okay. Anyway.
I'm feeling worried I might relapse and brain is being ever so slightly mean, but I'm gonna just ignore it and pretend it doesn't exist, right?
But also to answer your question, Stone, yes, the alters can get drunk.
Well, the body gets drunk.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I have a switch and they come out, they're gonna be drunk. They're not just gonna come out and be like...
Although, there is evidence of alters having different maladies, like seizures or Tourette's syndrome. But those are all, like, brain-based things, whereas...
we're just talking about drinking.
Like, drinking and getting high is a chemical thing in the body.
It can be helpful to think about ways your current state is working for you, even though it may be difficult to admit these reasons to yourself. For example, even though you may have identified perfectionistic behaviors such as triple checking all your emails before sending them as contributing to your distress, it may be difficult to let go of them if you think you will not perform as well at work or school. It's important to be honest with yourself and recognize all the reasons for and against both changing and staying the same. Let's first take a closer look at the benefits of changing. This is often the easiest box in the decisional balance form to complete, because most people have given this quite a bit of thought before starting these skills.
That's true. It's easy to think of why do I want to change. That's easy.
Common benefits that people write down range from global benefits such as I'll be able to live my life fully again, to more specific pros like I'll be able to fly to my niece's wedding.
Oh, okay. Specific.
Right. Many of the benefits you have identified probably match your treatment goals. It is just as important, however, to consider the costs of changing so that you have realistic expectations of barriers that may come up for you. Many people note that change will take a lot of time and it will be hard work. It is true that learning these skills will take a lot of effort and will ask you to respond to your emotions in new ways that might feel uncomfortable at first. Another common reason people cite as a possible cost of participating in this program is the fear that if treatment doesn't work, they will somehow be worse off than they were before.
Oh, that's legit. I hate false hope. Like, I hate being like, oh my God, I'm finally going to get the help I need, and then it doesn't work. I'm here to tell y'all that this shit we're talking about right here is something that works. It just took a long time for it to sink in, like years. So like, I don't want to give false hope that you can watch 5 videos and you've got this fucking shit down pat.
No, absolutely not. No, you're gonna have to go back here and watch these VODs over and over.
And it's something that once you grasp it, you'll refer back to it always when you get in a tight spot or whatever, and then eventually you'll be like, aha! And it just starts clicking. I don't know what to tell y'all. I started this stuff about 15 years ago, the actual skill-based emotional regulation training, and it took like 10 of those years to actually start to work. And I don't mean complete. There were small changes. I mean for it to sink in, and for me to be like, oh, I see. If I do this, this is the result.
Right.
Anyways.
This belief may prevent you from putting forth your best effort in treatment. And then, if it doesn't work, you can blame your lack of effort instead of taking it as evidence that there is something wrong with you.
So that actually leads into this comment that Tunnel just made. No, please vent. I feel like such a little bee. I wish I could get over shit. I thought I was doing better since the fusion, but I honestly am no better. I still feel like a shitty person. I'm so sorry that you feel that way. You are not, actually. You're really cool. You're extremely smart. You have a great sense of humor. And I just want you to remember those things that are universal inside of you that people are drawn to about your personality. And also, I'm just gonna keep it real. Sometimes your system puts plans in place and they think that shit's gonna work, but it doesn't. Sometimes your system can be wrong.
Yeah.
But you have to trust them that they'll figure it out eventually. But your system does make mistakes, like a fusion or a new split, or letting someone be gatekeeper that shouldn't be gatekeeper, and stuff like that happens all the time because your alters, your system are human as well. They're fallible. They're not perfect. They're not gods. Right? So like, give yourself a little grace and just know that your system is working on it. That's something I'm trying to drive home to Ernie, that your system has a plan. Whether it feels good or not, it'll eventually see fruit. So I guess that's what I would say. But don't ever apologize for coming to our page and venting.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I need to address this.
Okay.
So, are you putting up boundaries and therefore the people in your life, like your grandmother in this instance, are calling you mean? Because by the way, when you start setting boundaries, people start reacting to you differently and calling you the problem.
Right.
And so you need to like check that situation. Because if your healthy boundaries that you need to be healthy make other people uncomfortable, that's their problem. You need to protect yourself first. If I learned one thing from therapy from day one, it was this was exactly what was told to me on my first day of therapy. Micah needs to learn to say no.
Yeah, because
it took me years.
Here's the thing, because the whole thing with fusion is taking the best, most healthy parts of both of these two alters and fusing them together into one identity. So.
And your system had a reason for it.
Right. And so, you may be more in a healthy mental state to defend yourself better.
Right.
To not let people push you around, to not take grief off of anybody, to stand up for what you believe in. And yeah, you can come off as being meaner, but it's not you being meaner. It's just you not being a victim anymore.
Oh, baby. I know that's hard. He does not like to talk about system business or feelings.
I'm gonna finish this
Yeah,
paragraph
Nathan,
real
wasn't
quick?
it? It was beautiful. Made me
Uh,
feel all fuzzy inside. Look at Nathan with the compliment. You better take that compliment from Nathan.
Yes, thank you, Nathan. I'm gonna finish this paragraph and then I'm gonna talk about something that I'm gonna be coming up. A stream that's gonna be coming up. Mike is not gonna be here for it.
I'm not allowed to be here?
Anyway, it's what you said. Of course, everyone progresses at different rates, but no matter what, it is very likely you'll be better off than when you started. You'll have a better understanding of how your emotions become problematic. And you will have a strong set of skills to help you break this cycle. Additionally, people who experience a great deal of guilt may sometimes feel as though they don't deserve to use skills to improve their lives.
Facts.
Which is horse shit.
It is horse shit. That's the narrative that other people put on you.
Right. It's the narrative. It's a cop-out.
You deserve all the help you can find,
yeah,
even if
I
it's
don't-
your friends on Twitch.
Yes, I don't mean to sound harsh,
Right.
but to allow yourself to put yourself under a great deal of guilt to make yourself believe you don't deserve this is such a huge fucking cop-out. That is letting fear win.
That's right. That's actually dissociating in a different form. Obviously not switching.
Sorry, I'm not disagreeing. I was just taking a drink.
Yeah, not like switching, but like you're literally like, I don't deserve this. That's you avoidant behavior, which is dissociation.
Yep. Now let's explore some benefits of staying the same. I know I said I would talk about something that was out of paragraph. I'm gonna wait till the end and then I'll talk about it.
We're almost done.
Now let's explore some benefits of staying the same. People often note that it'll be easier to stay the same. And indeed, it certainly might seem like it would be a lot less effort to refrain from engaging in any of these skills. But you wouldn't have to spend the time reading, this workbook, and you wouldn't be filling out these forms. However, think about how much time and effort it takes to avoid your uncomfortable emotions. So, basically what it's saying is, yeah, it takes time and effort, to put these skills into use, to try to learn these skills, to fill out these forms. But you also gotta look at it, you spend just as much energy and effort avoiding it.
Amen to that, babe. I am guilty. I put so much effort into avoiding.
Right.
I mean, effort. Like.
And, it might feel easier because it's, what you're used to doing. But it takes a lot of time and energy to continue avoiding your emotions. Finally, let's discuss the cons for staying the same. The most common reason people place in this box is that they will continue to struggle with their feelings and continue to be limited in their daily lives. So, take a few minutes to fill out the delusional decisional balance form.
Guilty.
With your own pros and cons before continuing. Once you finish, consider whether the pros of changing what? Oh, I'm sorry. Whether the pros of changing or the cost of staying the same outweigh the cost of changing pros to staying the same. So in other words, look at it and be like,
is this worth it?
Look at the pros and cons for both staying the same and changing and see, which one outweighs the other. And I guarantee you, every time, pros is going to win.
So, may I suggest, I forgot who am I speaking to in Tunnel System? I'm sorry. I don't want to just assume it's a particular identity, or alter. But may I suggest that since you just had a recent fusion, Irene, that's right. Okay. Irene, Since you recently fused, is it possible that all of these feelings are because of your identity being different? Meaning your identity is confused. So are you actually insecure? Are you actually thinking you're not as smart, not as nice? Or is your identity still fusing? Still trying to figure out who Irene is.
Right, because here's the thing.
That's
also, but no, here's
that's
the thing.
just off the top of my
There
head.
is actually no scientific timeline on how long a fusion takes
That's true.
to reach the end. You may still be in the process of fusing and putting all the little pieces here
That
and
is
there.
such a good point. Because I don't think any of that stuff. Irene, since I met you, I even went to one of your streams. You seem the exact same bubbly, funnily awkward, cool person that you were before. So I don't see any of that. And if you're more of a mean or a bitch, or you feel like a bitch, that's probably because it feels weird to stand up for yourself a little bit. Again, I don't think these things are true that you're telling yourself. I think they're irrational. I think this is actually about your identity confusion. That's my personal opinion. I'm not a system, so listen to him.
I mean, well, that's basically what
Yeah.
I was agreeing with what you were saying, because the thing is your fusion may not be complete yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe Irene's a little bit of a bitch. Okay.
for some it can be instant. Others it could take months. There's no actual scientific timeline on how long fusion takes.
Well, thank you. You are a person.
Well, you are a person.
Like a person that deserves affirmation. A person that deserves to be reminded that you should keep going.
Have to make me go, oh fuck, what's this damn name?
So if
From
you're
what's the thing?
you
person, people like
you Saturday Night Live
Yeah.
or The Help.
Actually, I did.
He
that.
did it. I rolled in 5 minutes before stream from work.
Thank you very fucking much.
But
Yeah,
he did
I
have the wrong blanket.
When she rolled in, I did have the wrong blanket on the bed because I got confused on what blanket we use, whatever, because she does normally do the bed. Hey, thanks for the
Hi,
follow.
thanks for the follow.
But I had everything all set up. All she had to do was get comfortable and sit in a chair.
Sort of.
Well, that was my goal.
Yeah, no, you did good, babe.
Sorry, fuck. What is this? How does this sentence begin? Wait, where'd I go?
During
What
times
happened?
of...
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
No, I was already...
You were done. Are the goals...
Are the goals you're striving for worth the time and effort that these skills require? Is it worth it to feel negative emotions more strongly as you learn new ways of coping that will bring you closer to your goals? Is the possibility of a better life worth the uncertainty of whether this treatment will work? Of course, the answer to these questions may not be black and white. However, if you lean toward changing, you're in a great position to begin this treatment.
Yay.
Also, keep in mind that your motivation is going to change, both increase and decrease over the course of learning these skills.
Thank you for the bid.
Hey, thank you for the biddies. Hey,
Time bug.
that's
Hello.
fucking
Welcome.
$12. That's
amazing.
That's Waffle
Thank
House
you.
money.
Hey, I'm gonna get a grilled cheese on you, baby.
Right. This is normal and does not mean that you're failing or that the treatment is not working.
I'll answer in just a second.
In fact, cultivating the ability to take these steps forward. Wait, I'm sorry. I fucked that whole sentence up. In fact, cultivating the ability to take steps forward, even during periods of low motivation, is key to making lasting changes in your life. Particularly for people with depression. You can pull out I keep wanting to say delusional. Decisional balance form if you notice you're feeling less motivated to engage in the exercises of these skills.
Oh, come on, Stoned. I wanted to debate
Reviewing
that
this
one.
form can remind you of your overreaching goals and how the skills you're practicing fit into the bigger picture.
Basically, he said this shit's gonna be
It's good to remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing.
side-eyeing you to remind you to fucking stay on top of it. Because
Yes.
you actually took the time to write it down. The words. They're not just in your head.
You might even consider taking a picture of the form. And this is a good idea. This is a good idea. Why? Why? Stone. No.
Well, they were being provocative.
Were they? They asked us the question.
Yeah. I think it's best.
Okay. I disagree, but whatever.
Well, did you want me to go on an abortion rant?
I would have just said this is a mental health stream. We're not talking about politics right now.
Well, it's not really politics when it's your body.
Well, we're not discussing that type of thing. That is not.
Yeah, that would have been
This is not
appropriate
the type
response.
of stream that.
I kind of wanted to see where they were going with that because I would have like literally slayed their existence.
Well, I mean,
All right, you can come back if you want to, but this is a mental health stream. It is an old account.
oh wait, he must have.
Um,
Did he?
I don't know.
I understand, Stone. No, sorry.
No.
You did good. Yeah, I know, but that's what the fuck is this? Oh, log order. No. What the fuck? Ah, there we go. That's where it goes. There we go. Unbanned.
Okay, so you're unbanned, but this is a mental health stream. However, if we do get off topic at any point and you'd like to discuss that, I'm curious why you would come into a mental health stream and ask such a provocative personal question. Like, what's your damage, bro? Because we're talking about our damage openly.
I know. That's what I was saying. You may have just been curious what our stance is, but we typically don't talk. This, like I said, is a mental health stream. We don't really discuss such things.
What are your pronouns?
But I would say I'm pro-choice.
I am pro-abortion.
I would just say pro-choice.
Well, I don't. I say I'm pro-abortion because I'm a woman and it's my body.
That's what pro-choice means.
No, pro-choice means you can be personally against abortion, but you believe in others' right to choose. Pro-choice gives you options.
I'm indifferent to it because
Well,
I'm not a woman.
no, you're
That's why
fine,
I say
right.
I'm pro-choice.
Right, you believe in a woman's right to choose.
Yeah.
But I'm pro-abortion in that I think we should have more.
But anyway, like I said, and I suggest doing this with your decisional balance form. You might even consider taking a picture of the form with your phone, so that your reasons for changing are always at your fingertips. Remember, decreases in motivation are only temporary and they will pass.
They will. I like that.
You don't have to apologize, Stone.
Your job is to be a moderator, bro.
Just like in DID, you're our system's protector.
That's correct. Aw, Stone would be a protector, Alter. That's so cool. All right, so you guys, that was a lot. That was 2 hours.
Yeah.
Actually, the
So-
statistics on that, I'm not quite sure you're accurate, but let me look that up really fast.
In summary, clarifying the problem areas that you would like to address in these skills is an important first step in making changes in your life. Setting concrete steps that you can take toward these changes such as the treatment goals form, will help this process feel less overwhelming. Additionally, since you are setting out to make some important changes in your life, thinking about your reasons for changing will keep motivation high. Considering the cost of changing will give you an idea of barriers that might get in the way of successfully completing the treatment program. Remember, motivation is not fixed, and your own motivation will change, both increase and decrease, as you progress through these skills. This is a natural and normal part of behavior change process. Resisting the reasons for and against both changing and staying the same, as seen as you may have filled out in the not delusional but decisional balance form, can be helpful in reminding you how any one skill fits into a bigger picture of achieving your important goals.
All right.
So, your homework is, if you haven't already done so, complete
They
your
are
treatment
like-
goals form,
Too much information. We're supposed to be
And-
chunking.
decisional balance form. If you require additional space, we will give you or photocopy the form. I'm going to post the link again, which I need to
Again.
make it a command.
Yeah, so we can just do a command.
Continue monitoring your weekly experiences using
We'll do this at
The-
the beginning of next stream.
anxiety and depression scales, as well as other emotion and positive emotion scales, as we discussed in chapter 3. You can chill down for a moment. We're actually trying to get through what our stream is about.
And we'll get right back to you. We're almost done, babe.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. I just, Remember to use the progress record to record the total scores from the anxiety and depression scales, as well as the other emotion and positive emotion scales if you did those, which that's going to be the form that's in the L shape that has all the numbers. But real quickly, take this self-assessment quiz.
We're going to do that as a review on next stream because everybody's mind is like too much information in it, babe. It's too much.
No, because this actually helps. If it
Dude.
helps you,
We don't know you. If you're not our friend, like, we're not going to list, like, you can't tell us what to do, bro. Like, we don't know you like that.
I don't care for your attitude.
So, like, Stoned was right. But,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't tolerate bullshit on my channel.
yeah.
You come in here,
Thank you. I mean, it's an old
make
account.
demands.
We checked them out, and it is an old account. It's not like a new account. It's not a troll account. So but I do think that maybe I don't know.
Especially considering the fact that I've already told you that this is a fucking mental health stream. You can see that we're working through shit, through
In a
skills and
step-by-step
such,
process.
with viewers and for the
But-
VOD.
Yeah. So we're done, right?
Right.
Because I do want to address that topic because he
Negative
brought up
fucking energy.
something very triggering.
So basically, this is just to, you answer this in your head. Just to say, if much of this has sunk in, because you also got to remember we're doing this for a VOD.
I know, but like, here's what happens in a classroom. You actually review the stuff you learned previously, like constantly. Check-ins. So I thought this would be
that's what I'm
good review
saying.
for the next stream. Remember what we talked about last night?
No, I just think, this is actually
All right,
no brainer.
everybody, just do a quiz. Here we go. Ready?
It's all true or false, which is setting goals is more effective when they're concrete. True or false? Once you start this program, your motivation will remain as strong as it is now. Mike. Never mind, because Mike is just going to be over nodding her head. So anyway, that's the end of chapter 4.
All right, that was a lot, you guys.
Right.
And I made like a lot of copious notes.
Right.
And so we need to sit with this for a little bit. And kind of do a quick review.
Oh yeah, I mean Stone's like the night watch. If I ever do like a fucking sleep stream, he sits and he watches, and if somebody comes in with some bullshit or hey, come check this out, he's on it. I mean, he's like, fuck out of here, mate. So tomorrow night we'll be moving into chapter 5, which is understanding your emotions. What is an emotion?
What is it? We've been talking about it for like since we came back to streaming, but I do want to address something that the person brought in. Why do more men commit suicide? I think that's what it said.
Yes.
I thought they were wrong on that statistic. They're actually hella right. Men die by suicide at 3.9 times more than women. It's almost 4 times more than women. And on average, there are 132 unalivings per day. And white males account for 69% of all suicide deaths per year. Almost 70% of suicide deaths are white males. Trigger warning on that.
But
too late.
here's the thing. That's a stupid question. As a stupid fucking question. If anyone knew the answer of why someone commits suicide, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
We would be able to prevent it.
But I actually do have thoughts on why men do it.
I'm just saying, it's a stupid fucking question.
Would you like to hear why middle-aged white males commit suicide at 70% more than females or people of color?
Stone does do that, though. He'll randomly fucking just ban people and quickly unban them again. That's why I had to take his sword away for a minute.
Ernie, I'm just curious, why do you think that statistic is so high for white males?
I don't know, because I think it's I don't know.
I can name a
They get
million
put in
things.
their place for their fucking white privilege.
Well, if we want to go macro, meaning big, I think that they come to a point in their life where they realize a lot of the things that they've achieved are not because of their inherent achievements or success or skills. They come to realize that they have privilege, and it's terrifying to realize you're average.
No, here's what it is.
Loss of power.
This is the exact reason. Okay, I will actually seriously answer this question. The reason why statistically, alright, trigger warning, because I'm gonna say, we're already using this word. The reason why men in general commit suicide more often than women is, one, the mental health care system in America alone is fucked. And it's even worse in other countries, because in other countries you do not discuss mental health. Reason 2, men will not seek fucking professional help for issues.
Thank you for saying what women have been preaching on TikTok for 3 years. Get some therapy.
And 3, and the reason 4, even...
And why won't men go to get help?
Because we're raised...
There we go. That's
that
what I was
way.
getting at.
Not to cry, not to show, be emotional, Oh, you're having a sad day? Get some balls and go do the thing.
And all this gender conforming specific language, like if you're weak, you're a pussy. If you're, grab your balls, grab a set. All that stuff is gender specific.
Specifically the term nut up or shut up.
Yeah. Like all that stuff is like oddly gender specific, that somehow being strong is equated with being a man, which is all gender conforming, socially constructed bullshit.
Being strong is not having mental health problems.
Oh, that's across the board, especially for our generation. Though you guys are a lot younger than us, our generation, we didn't go to therapists. Hell, the DSM barely had half the shit in it that we have now. Like,
you know what? When we're growing up, we're sitting in our room, not feeling great, feeling sad. Parent
No, we
comes
were-
in. You know, what's wrong? You sad? Oh, go outside.
Yeah.
Go fucking play.
We were
Get
actually-
the fuck out of the house.
We were actually criticized constantly for, I was called a windy whiner and a drama queen my whole life. Nobody likes a Debbie Downer. We were literally put down for having emotion. And it was so much so that if we started to express emotion, they would, send us to our room.
Yeah.
Go to your fucking room.
Get
like
the fuck
it's
outta
something to
here.
be punished about.
Go to your room with that shit. I don't want to hear it.
Yep. That's our whole entire generation. That's why they say don't fuck with Gen X, because we've literally been dealing with our own shit since birth.
Or the one I love that I got from my dad so much. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares.
Oh yeah, that's a whole ass song. They say you were wrong to ever leave me alone. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. But yeah, so that's all fucked up in its own self. But also, minority. Yes,
Right.
yes, 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 yes. Yes, that's generational. That shit
Yes.
goes back.
To be perfectly honest with you, I was actually surprised it was hiring white males.
Oh, I'm not. And let me tell you why.
Well, the reason why is because I know that in the black community
In the South.
specifically,
In the South.
like it's even worse for them. Like, you know, mental health.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I'm surprised that it was more white males than
Okay.
any other ethnicity.
Something we have not touched on is that men are inherently more violent than women. And so unaliving is a violent act.
Yeah.
It requires violence. And women have a harder time intuitively because intuitively, genetically, evolutionary, we're more of the like continue the race, populate.
And here's the thing,
Nurture.
but then this is kind of getting back on track to what
I think it's
these
important.
videos are about, is that when a person reaches that point in their life when they decide to take that way out is because they feel hopeless. They feel like there is no help out there for them.
This is a very serious topic, and I'm sorry we jumped on it. We tend to not talk about this.
Right. And it's
But-
and then it's, what do I want to say is you when you ever find that way and you get to the point where you're making a plan, I just want you to remember that
Somebody.
regardless how dark it is for you and how helpless and hopeless you feel, there is help out there.
Even
It's
if
not your fault you feel the way you do.
honestly, I just want to say to all of my community, our streaming community, if you get to the point that you're making a plan, I want you to call me, literally on Discord. Call me directly, or Facebook Messenger, or however you need to get a hold of me, because we're gonna be there for each other.
Well, the good thing about the VODs is when you go back and watch the VODs and the ad pops up, it stops the fucking stream. And so it just picks back up where it left off. So, but it's not so much helpful for live streaming.
Yeah, we were saying you can rewatch the VODs and it'll pause it during the ads.
Yeah.
Preach on specifically black trauma in America, because it's highly generational, going back to being stolen from their land and treated as property, and it's deeply embedded in the psyche. That's what generational trauma is. So yeah, like shout out to intersectionality and like all that shit you're spouting, because I could go on and on.
But yeah.
But
And
in general, we're also seeing more mass shooters who are white males in America, because, in my opinion, they are waking up to a world where they realize they do not have the power anymore. They just don't. They don't get the privileges and power of being a white male. In fact, it's kind of like adverse to be one. Like, you're not really the most popular guy right now.
Yeah.
Ernie.
Of course, Irene. This is why we made this channel.
Hell yeah.
Well, okay, we made this channel to show what it's like to be in a relationship with somebody with DID, but you know it's evolved and it's always evolving, and it's gonna hopefully continue to evolve.
Amen to that.
But yeah,
both
we want
Ernie
this
and
to
I
be a
just
complete safe space to talk about whatever you're feeling.
full
because
disclosure. Yeah.
You will not get judged from us.
No, you will not, because full
'Cause-
disclosure, we have both had multiple in our old age attempts.
Mm-hmm.
We have ideation. Used to have it daily. It's getting better for me. I
There-
finally accepted I wasn't going to actually do it, and it's like totally changed my outlook to realize, bitch, quit thinking about it if you're not going to actually do it. It was almost like a personal goddamn challenge to myself.
So
It was like,
Probably-
bitch, you ain't gonna do it, so what you thinking about it for? And I'm like, oh yeah. For some reason that worked for me.
inappropriate timing, but to lighten the mood back up, and this is a story I've probably shared on stream before, but one of the times that I did make an attempt and I ended up in a facility, I can't remember the name. I was having problems going to sleep, and trazodone.
Yeah.
They gave me trazodone to help me go to sleep. Well, all that ended up doing was making me hallucinate, and I thought I was in jail. And
While you were in the mental facility, you thought
Yeah.
you were in jail?
I thought I was in prison.
Well, it kind of is like that these days. They lock you up, take your phone.
So I started throwing all my clothes.
Hey, Hans, welcome back.
Hey, Hans. I started throwing all my clothes out into the hallway. I was, throwing everything.
They came in
And
with the
then-
shot, didn't they?
And then I was in the process of grabbing my mattress and trying to throw it into the hallway, and I had it picked halfway up, and I heard them say behind me, we're gonna give you a shot to help you relax. And I threw the mattress down, and I said, the hell you are. And I turned around and looked at those two big ass fucking orderlies, and I said, oh, yes you are. And I bent over and pulled my, I said, there you go, sir.
Yeah, so my other devil that we hate is Seroquel. That shit's too fucking strong, bro. Too fucking strong. Also, this is my weekly reminder. If you are a system, to please not watch The Crowded Room. It's for loved ones. Tell your loved ones to go watch it. You, not so much.
Right. And
Even his
so-
therapist told him that unprompted.
Yeah, unprompted, he's like, you can't watch that show. And I was like, that's what Micah keeps telling me. And he was telling me that he was watching it, and he's like, this
So
whole time
fucking real. So fucking real.
he's like, me and my wife are sitting there watching it, and I'm like, and I turn to my wife and I'm like, dude, I have this guy,
This
referring to me,
Yeah.
that this is exactly what he talks to me about.
Yeah. This is what I scream at the TV every week. I go, who told you this? How do you know? How do you know this? Who wrote this? I say it 60 times per episode. It's too
Well,
specific.
that antipsychotic made me go psychotic.
Yeah, he's the same thing. He does not.
But
Them horse tranquilizer pills, gotta go. Klonopins, all that, that's fine. But them fucking pills that are this big, nah. Antipsychotics are the devil for people with DID. I will stand on that hill, and I will die on that hill. I don't think people with DID need antipsychotics. It's my personal opinion.
well, we're actually moving off of that topic now, Hans. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Hans, we're so sorry. It was a troll that actually came in, and we wanted to address it seriously. So,
Because actually, we're closing the stream out
yes,
now.
we're way over time. But it's okay, because we haven't been here in a while. So,
In closing, I'll go ahead and tell you about the Saturday stream that I referenced earlier. It'll probably be the first Saturday in August, because there is an entity in this house.
Oh Lord, no, I ain't doing this shit. I don't believe in all that.
Okay, I know you don't believe in it, whatever. But I'm getting a tool to where whatever is here will be able to speak to us.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to be streaming that.
So Ernie talks to the ghost that he thinks lives in his house.
I did not say ghost. I am saying entity because I don't know, because I told you my two theories.
Yes, your two theories are actually
is something like old world
gods.
God related.
Like,
Possibly, a curse from Indians.
Native
Americans. Mm-hmm. Specifically, that's what skinwalkers are.
But this entity is not hostile.
No, it's not. It's not at all. I just want to learn, what it is, how can I help it? What does it want? Why does it keep fucking with shit? But lastly, I also believe that it could be what my strongest belief, what people interpret as ghosts, spirits, whatever, is just parts of the world where the veil, barrier, whatever you want to call it, between worlds is really thin. And
I think if it's anything, because I think in scientific terms, because I'm a avid atheist, I don't believe in spirits or any of that. I do believe in some concept to nature as a living organism.
The reason I agree that it's definitely, I don't think that it's a ghost either, just because of the fact that this house is not old enough for there to be.
Bro,
anything
that
like
is messed up. Report them to the ethics board, to the American Psychological Association, who lose their license. They can't fucking violate HIPAA. No doctors can do that.
See, that's why I wear this. This is actually for protection, because I've seen it. I've seen the outline of it. I've walked through it.
His sister and his mom also have experienced this entity.
This computer used to actually be in the living room, and I was on it one night, and I was just and out of the corner of my eye, I saw, a dark shadow go from the kitchen straight to the bathroom, like just straight across the room, and I was like,
Havoc System Paranormal coming soon.
I was like, that was odd. So then I turned and I looked at my mom, who was sitting at the kitchen table, which was, just kind of straight across from the computer, and she goes, yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah. Funnily, has not revealed itself to me, but it could be because I am a huge skeptic.
But also,
Maybe
don't
it
walk
doesn't
around
want
this house in the dark.
Sometimes I do.
You walk to the bathroom.
Anyways, I think if it's anything, it's futuristic. I believe all this. So the people from the future have come back to study us because they've conquered time travel.
Regardless, it's gonna be time, and we're gonna see if it'll talk.
So Havoc System goes paranormal coming soon, August.
Yeah. The first Saturday
What's
of
blue
August.
screen of death on your computer? Abort.
E.
All right, you guys, we're gonna call it a night.
Yep.
That was a lot of thinking. So process now. That's the whole point of working any type of program or skills practice. Process what we talked about. We're gonna review it.
We love you.
Love you. You are loved. And
well, you are very much loved by us too. We love everyone in our community.
And I just want to reiterate that I was hearing you full stop on that intersectionality topic. That's racial justice is what I've been spending since we got marriage equality in 2015, my focus shifted to racial justice. And I started learning a lot about it as a white person, checking my privilege. I thought I was like racially forward and like I hate that word, but non-racial or whatever. I didn't think I had an issue, but oh my God, the power structure, all of that, like, dude, it's like blowing your mind. And I was the teacher for almost 13 years of inner city, mostly brown and, well, majority brown and black. I might have had 2 or 3 white students in every class. So I had to learn. So I just want to reiterate that I heard you there on all that. And I wish that it was my place to talk about that, but it's more my place to talk to other white people about that. And like, I don't know who's, like, unless you've told me specifically your race, I don't know what I'm talking to. But I think for white people right now, the way to be intersectional and be a true ally is to check our other white people. So like, I don't feel like I should speak on black experience when I'm not black. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but I want you to know that I was completely 100% with you, because I have learned all those things through my own journey for racial justice. So yes, we're all learning. Yes.
But before we close out, I actually want to rephrase my previous statement.
What previous statement?
We love everyone in our mental health community.
Yeah.
You, not to be completely insulting, but you weird ass dudes that watch my sleep streams to get a glimpse of morning wood, I do not love you.
Yeah, cause y'all not, like, honestly, like, that's, like, if you're too broke for OnlyFans, just say.
That's what I'm saying, man. This is Twitch and YouTube and Facebook. This is not fucking OnlyFans, bruh.
And yeah. So during his sleep streams, he gets a lot of.
If you go to our YouTube and look at the sleep streams, like, dude, there's like one day over 1,000 views on some of the fucking.
And some of them are really specific, and we're not gonna kink shame, but they're like, stick your feet out.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is weird, dude, because we do these mental health streams on YouTube and stuff like that.
And they don't get any views.
And they get like 20 views or something like that. But then you go to the sleep stream ones, and there's like 200, 500, 1,000 views. But then you go to the comments on some of them, it's like, I've deleted it mostly, a lot of them. But like, they're leaving comments about like, oh, I like your morning wood and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, like, I don't mind you complimenting me, but if it's inappropriate or gross, I'm fucking deleting it.
Yeah, I mean, sexual harassment is wrong no matter who the gender is, etc. But anyways, he does the sleep streams for ad revenue. Let's just be honest.
I do.
He's got to sleep, so why not grab ad revenue? It's not that much. It's like 2 cents.
Yeah, I'm honest to God, not trying to be entertaining when I sleep. I'm just letting the ad revenue generate.
So, anyways, that's definitely not our passion, sleep streams.
No. No.
No, all jokes aside, it really is. And especially when they get specific, like stick 1 foot out.
Yeah, and
or
talking
like
about my feet and shit, and like, oh, I wish I had a view of the whole bed. And I'm like, it's 2 inches aren't showing. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know, guys. But yeah, if y'all could chill out on that. I mean,
yep, like they even watch these streams.
Yeah, they're not gonna watch these streams, but it's been said out loud, so now we know we've set a boundary. Right. Right. Right, exactly. But here's the deal. I don't want to kink shame, because foot fetish is a legit fetish, and like there's nothing wrong with that. But
right, but it's like, guys, you gotta understand. This is not just my system spouse. This is the love of my life here. You know?
I mean,
I am not gay. You know?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I don't know why you hitting on me like that.
Well, the compliments are nice. I agree with all of them.
I mean, I don't mind them being like, man,
my problem is when you specifically talk about his member.
Right.
That's like not yours.
Like I say, like, you know, somebody's like, like, dang, you got a nice fit bod. I'm like, all right, cool. I appreciate that. And I'll even comment back and say thank you. I appreciate that. But it's like, this stream's boring because I can't see your wood. I'm like,
Or the other one that said you got a good half chub or something the other day. Like they actually pointed out that he did, which he did in his sleep, and it was an accident. So that was just too much for me. That was too much.
yeah.
Don't ban our friend A Single Cup if they come in and make a funny comment on the next sleep stream because they're just being funny.
Yeah.
But anyways, Irene, you think about that fusion situation and that you might just be having identity. It's not that those things are true. You know? We're our own worst critics sometimes.
Yep.
All right, love you guys. Be good to yourself, be good to others, and I will try to be here as many nights as possible, but I have gone back to working nights. So I may not get off in time, I may be late, but I will.
Right.
I am committed to working the steps.
Yes, we will. We are going to continue. Whether Michael will be able to be here or not.
It's just all depends.
But yes.
Mwah.
Good night.
Love you guys.
Love
Bye.
you.
Good stream, babe.
Yeah, God, I've got to piss.
Yeah, I gotta pee too, but not that bad.
Well,
so you can go ahead.
you good.
I don't know if I can make it.
You don't know if you can make
No, I
it.
don't know if I can make it come out.
Oh.
It's not quite there yet. But yeah, you're right. Oh, my butt. Oh, my tailbone's coming out. It feels like the whole weight of my tailbone's about to come out.
Well, we should probably get a cushion for that chair.
It's just from sitting, yeah. That's why I have to have like a $300 desk chair. Somebody in there? Did you put that sign on the door?
Oh, no, yeah, that's been there for days.
Oh, great. Abby, I didn't even know you were here, sweetie.
Oh, my God. Why does my ass hurt? What the fuck flew out of here, man?
Mama draws an Easter egg, Ernie.
What? Come here.
Mama draws an Easter egg.
Mama drew an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Well, why would she do that? It's not Easter no more.
Yeah, not Easter no more.
That's
We're
crazy.
not gonna draw Easter things anymore, right?
Right.
Yeah, because it's a Easter or non-holiday, right?
Right.
Because we're never gonna do that, right?
Right.
I mean, go on a holiday. You just gotta wait.
Yeah, you gotta wait, man.
Yeah. It's
So big.
Get a burn on.
Is that how they normally look?
Avery, I love you. I love you too, Abby.
Hey, Abby. Is that your Elsa dress?
Oh, you look so pretty.
yeah. But I got a cool fire dress.
A cool fire dress?
Yeah, because these lights are perfect because we're colored red for a fire girl, right?
Right.
Yeah, boom. Every fire girl looks red, and your dress is colored red,
It
right?
is.
Yeah, that's perfect for a fire girl to see
Yes.
too. But you don't have any buttons right there. This is a
No red
This is the
button.
lashes.
Oh, that's
Avery,
beautiful.
Yeah, I wear it. Want to see what she looks like in it?
Oh my gosh, it looks so good with your hair and your brown eyes. Red is such a good color for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna super sorry.
Me and Abby have blue
Don't
eyes.
show everybody. Don't show everybody.
Abby has blue eyes?
Yeah, Abby has blue eyes like me.
Are they blue?
People thought mine.
Teal, yeah. I think she might have hazel eyes.
Yeah, you know my mama sent a picture for Abby last night. Avery said
Oh,
she wants
really?
it on. Yeah. It was, you know what picture of a famous fly trap? Avery, you want this on? Because famous fly traps catch bugs, right?
Yes, they do. Venus flytraps catch bugs.
Yeah.
They eat them real
Uh-oh, that's
slow.
backwards. There we go. Now, there you go.
What are you
kinda
doing
hard
to
to
this
float.
poor child?
Look, she's getting her arms. Okay, that one's kind
Hold
of
on.
hard.
There we go. Oh, we might need to untighten it. Or unzip it. I don't know.
Yeah, you need to.
There we go. Oh my god.
Wow.
Go show Mama.
Uh-oh.
Let the guard go show Mama.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
told her I said red is
Wow.
Yeah, guys. Do you know her real names? She's Fire and I'm Ice.
You're fire. Oh, fire and ice. I love it.
You know what flamingos do? They stick to their legs like that, right?
I love
Yeah,
how
you go
it's,
stand on
it's
one
kind
leg.
of see-through around the bottom.
I don't know why they do it, but they do.
It's easy.
Wow. That's impressive. I don't think I could do that.
Because you're not girl, right?
No, I'm not a girl.
Yeah, you're not girl. But
No.
you have eagles on your pillows instead, right?
Well, that's Micah's side of the bed. That's Micah's stuff.
How did you get that candy?
Well, that's Micah's candy.
It's Micah's candy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Micah's candy, so your dress is colored red, but you don't have any red.
Sparkles. Yeah, I need
and-
sparkles
and
and,
you
a
don't
bow
have a bow.
and rhinestones.
Or
That's because this is a
But I don't have
nightgown for
any
sleeping.
thick glasses just like you, right?
Yeah. I can't see without my glasses. Look at you, pretty girl. Abby, I was just told this used to be your dress.
But I always saw your bed when you sleep in. But it
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, your bed. Well, I didn't want it. But you did not buy this bed.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did not buy this heavy bed. Apparently.
No, did not buy this heavy bed.
She wants to rename Yeah, you did not.
That's
So I decided. Wait, did you get my Captain America? Avery, let me talk.
What? No, that's my Captain America.
You're Captain America?
Yeah.
So, Captain America! When my mom says when I'm older, I can get my
Yes, he does.
And he's not
That
girl.
would be so cool.
No, he's not a girl.
Yeah, he's a boy.
I love that. Ice and fire. Fire and ice. Opposites.
Fire and ice.
I love it.
You know the opposite of black and white is
Y'all do.
colorful.
Wow.
Yeah, colorful is really beautiful, right?
I agree.
But why do you have a Power Ranger on your neck?
It's a panther paw. Rawr. Tigers, strong. Strong women.
Lions, tigers are stronger than. But lions are amazing. You know, baby Alice doesn't was like that, and I just saw
What?
baby Alice ate
Yeah,
dog
these are fake.
food. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, boy, baby can't eat real dog food, right?
You
That's
can't
right.
really get older.
Yeah.
I started getting mine done when I was in high school.
Dog food
Like when I started driving
Yeah.
and could work my own job because it costs money to get these.
Right? Do you know what Avery?
Really?
Yeah, I have this plushies, but you don't have plushies. You don't have big plushies, right?
I have one somewhere.
Yeah, you have one plushie somewhere.
No, I'll show you. I have a bigger one than that.
Right there. When she sitting on the volcano, you got 100 looks like
Look at that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's my nighttime snacks.
It looks like it was your nighttime sitting on it.
Yeah, I eat those before I go to bed.
Yeah, that's where you go bed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you got that Sleepy Time Dragon, right?
Yep.
How did you get Sleepy Time Dragon? How did you get kids stuff? How did you get child stuff?
Because I'm a really big kid.
You're a big kid.
I'm a really big kid.
But you have a mustache just like my daddy.
Well,
Elsa's head is kind of torn off.
I'm more fun than your dad.
Yeah, you're more fun than my daddy. You know, you're my uncle.
I am your uncle.
Yeah, and you
Bro, I'm not your daddy.
That would be weird.
But you're not my grandma.
No. If I was to marry your uncle, I would be your aunt. But right now, we're not related. So I'm just Micah.
Are you?
I have nephews. So, like, y'all are his nieces. I have nephews.
Are you my grandma? No. Are you my?
I'm your uncle's girlfriend.
You're my uncle's girlfriend?
Yeah.
But how? I used to wish for a girl. Do you get kids
That's
things?
cool.
You get child things?
Yes.
You get child things?
Yes, but when we grow up and become our age, it's called nerd stuff.
It's called nerd stuff?
Yeah.
You know I'm a toddler.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you know I'm a toddler.
I know.
Yeah,
But you're getting big.
yeah, just like.
Well, gosh, when I first came around, she could barely talk. And now she talks really well.
Stuffy. Where do you get that Pokemon stuffy?
No, that's not Pokemon.
What's that guy from Pokemon?
Oh, there is a Pokemon down there.
You don't have a Pokemon ball stuffy, right?
Yeah, Gigi gave that to me.
Whose toothbrush?
Avery's. Yeah, that's
Here's
mine.
yours, Andy.
I don't know. Do you know the box baby? The box baby is a girl. But
Do you want to
actually,
use Avery's?
the box baby's friend is not Luca, right?
It won't hurt you.
Oh,
Right.
no, Luca's a fish.
Okay.
Because the
Okay.
other one spreads germs.
Help.
Yeah.
I don't. What about me? Look at that. Right.
Oh, that fox picture looks so beautiful.
Isn't it pretty?
Mama did that.
Yeah.
Wow, Mama did that.
She's very, very artistic and creative.
Yeah, Mama, you got creative stuff. You know, ski toilet.
You know what else, Avery? Mama made all those too.
But Mama, you made all that stuff.
I did.
You did.
With my own 2 feet.
Damn.
I did my feet.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ernie, we did this.
Oh,
Especially since the mic's on.
oh shit, the mic's on. Goodbye, everybody.